So today we're going to make another German dish called Kartoffel Eintopf or Kartoffelgemüse. What is translated more like to a potato one-pot dish, and it's considered, I think, a soup, but more with a consistency of chowder. And it belongs in the German groups of Eintopf. That is our dishes that everything is made in one pot. And yeah, let's get started. So first we cut an onion. Now for people that don't like onions, it is not absolutely necessary to cut an onion in, but I like it.
所以今天先生要做一道传统的德国菜，如果翻译出来有点像土豆汤，但是呢对于德国人来说，这是就是一道餐，就含主餐。
That one is bad.
我需要，刚才他解释了需要切一个洋葱，这个但是说如果你不喜欢洋葱的话，你也没有必要去放洋葱在里头。
As we just discovered, all of our onions were bad, so we just go and used dry onions. That works too.
所以先生刚才说，因为我们检查一下我们买的那个洋葱，结果都坏了，所以我们就用一个洋葱的那个。其实他说你不必要有洋葱，但是洋葱加进去可能味道不一样，我们就用了这个洋葱的那个颗粒，从超市买的那种，就是佐料。现在他在这个弄土豆皮。Right now you are peel the potato, right?
Yeah. So now we're going to cut the potatoes in bite-size pieces.
所以现在就是我们弄好了土豆皮以后，现在就把我们的刚才的那些土豆就是切成大概块儿，这块先生说的是 bite size， 就是你一口吃的那么大小的块，大概你看就是这样子，不是特别小，所以让切的这个工作量变小。
And also it is important to keep the pieces relatively in the same size as we're going to cook them, and we don't want some completely the mashed potatoes and some very hard. We need them all in very similar sizes.
所以先生说需要当你切的时候尽量保证这个土豆的切的大小块是差不多的，这样的话当你做的时候就不至于一些土豆像那个土豆泥似的，一些又比较硬，难以那个又比较难嚼。所以他把切好的都给它放在了这个切好的土豆就给它放在我们事先准备好的一个锅里头。
So next we're putting, so we all have now the potatoes in here. Now we can normally put the onions, or just use here now the dried onions. And then add chicken stock or broth, or it could be also beef or vegetable stock, whatever you like the best.
所以现在我们就把把这个放在锅里，放在炉子上。所以我们放了一点那个干的那个洋葱，然后倒入了鸡汤。当然，这个鸡汤你也可以换成像牛肉汤、蔬菜汤，任何东西都可以。也可以节约成本的话，你就可以用水，也可以。
And we just need about the amount that the liquid will cover the potatoes.
所以那个汤的多少就是正好就是盖住这个土豆就 OK 了。
And now we're bringing it up to boil. Once it's boiling, it takes about 15 minutes. And you can try maybe after 10 minutes the potatoes. If they're already soft, then you can already stop after 10 minutes.
他说当那个水开了以后，就是再煮大概15分钟，但是期间的时候你也可以试，如果那个土豆软了的话，实际上你就可以关火了。
So in the meantime, we can start cutting the sausage, and that is kielbasa. But you can also use any other sausage. So if you want a chicken sausage, that's okay. If you want a beef sausage, that's okay. You can put hot links, whatever you like the best. But keep in mind that it might change also a little bit the taste of the soup.
所以现在在做土豆汤的炖的时候，我们就把那个 sausage 开始切。Henrik 说这个 sausage 呢，你可以选择你自己喜欢的。不过我们比较喜欢这种口味 sausage， 你可以放鸡肉的，可以放其他的都可以。但是因为你选择 sausage 不同，这个香肠不同，可能最后你的这个汤出来的味道可能也会有一些许差异。
Now with this sausage, you don't have to take the skin off, but be aware, some sausage you need to take the skin off.
这种我们买这种香肠呢，你是不需要把那个皮给剥掉，但有一些香肠，因为它那个皮比较厚，所以你就需要把那个皮给扒掉。
And again, let's cut those in bite size.
所以切的也是这个就是你当吃的时候的那种大小，不是切特别大，就是这种小片状。
Next, we're going to cut the pickles. And those are German style pickles.
下面我们就是要把这个酸黄瓜，就是德国的那种德国品牌的酸黄瓜给切酸黄瓜。
And if you can get them, it would be nice to use German style pickles because American pickles do taste differently.
Henrik 说，你有要是能够买到这种德国的这种酸黄瓜是最好，因为美国的酸黄瓜的味道是有一些和它德国的是不同的。How many the pickle cucumbers is enough?
When you see them later. The soup, they should be visible and should be in balance with everything else in there. So you might have to add some more. So start out with a small amount and maybe add some more later. Also here again in bite size, don't cut it too small because you don't want the pickles to become too soft.
他说我问Henrik 多少酸黄瓜是足够？他说最好是保持跟其他的像土豆和其他的基本上平衡。现在他先拿出来这些，先切一下，然后同样他也提醒所有的就是要做这道菜的这个就是需要这个酸黄瓜也不能切太小，是大小呢也是适量的，就是说这样的话它就不会当你说出来的时候不会觉得酸黄瓜太软了，就是没有嚼头。
So for the last few minutes before we turn off the stove, usually for the last 3 minutes or so, we're adding the sausage. Don't boil the sausage too long because we don't want all of the taste go into the soup and then being the sausage tasteless. So that's why only 2-3 minutes. Most.
所以当那个土豆我们设定了那个开了以后，设定的时间是大概15分钟，但最后几分钟就是小于3分钟的时候，我们就把这个切好的这个香肠给搁进去。但是我们煮香肠的时间不要超过2到3分钟，因为我们不希望所有香肠的味道都到汤里头。
At this time we can also add a little bit black pepper.
这个时候我们也可以就是在放进香肠的时候，我们加一点点那个黑胡椒。
And just a little bit of chicken broth
所以再加一点点鸡精
powder, but not too much because the chicken broth that we used earlier already has a little bit salt in it, so we have to be careful not to make it too salty.
因为我们用的那个鸡汤啊，里头肯定是有一些盐的，所以我们只加入了一点点这个鸡粉，就是要不然这个就汤就会，你香肠也有咸度，所以不想让那个汤变成太咸。
You can always add more chicken powder, but you cannot take any chicken powder out.
Henrik 说，你可以如果觉得淡可以加，但是如果太多了，你可拿不出来了。
So let's turn the fire down.
所以现在我们关小火。
And then we're going to add the sour cream and the cream cheese.
所以现在我们要往里头加这个酸奶油以及这个奶油 cheese。
Now, if you have it available, you could also use cream fresh instead of it.
如果你没有买到这些的话，你可以用那个新鲜奶油替代。
The advantage with cream fresh is that you can bring it up to a boil again. When you use sour cream, regular sour cream or cream cheese, then you run into the problem that when you bring it up to a boil again, that it might curl.
他说那个用那个新鲜奶油，你可以经常可以加热，反复加热。但是如果用这些的话，用这个买过的这个就是酸奶油，还有这个奶油 cheese 的话，你如果再预热的话，就味道就不好了。
So the best choice would be cream fresh or Mexican crema, what is pretty much the same. But both of them are not necessarily available all the time in a regular grocery store here in the U.S.
刚才说的就是你最好的这个选择就是用这个奶油，这个新鲜奶油，还有这个墨西哥的有一种奶油，但是因为那两种东西不是随时在超市都有卖，所以就选择这个。
Depends on how much soup you're going to make, and always, right now for what we used before on liquid, so those are 16 ounces of cream cheese and another 16 ounces of sour cream.
所以他说，我问他要用多少量比较合适，他说这取决于你要做多少汤。我们就像我们现在这么大的一个锅，以及这么大的水量，这是我们从德国买来的这个锅。大概都是用了，就是同样数量的。他刚才说的是454克的这个酸奶油，还有450克的这个奶油起司。现在他把这个给它搅匀。所以做出来有点像我们在美国或者是在西餐厅里我们点的那个 chowder， 就是像那种海鲜 chowder 那种比较浓的那种味道，就是芝士浓汤。如果翻译成中文的话，有点类似于这样芝士浓土豆汤。
So the consistency is a little bit on the liquid side here. So if I would add more cream cheese, I probably would add a little bit more.
因为现在我们这个汤看就是它不是那么浓稠，不像那个敲的那么浓稠。它如果我们要买还有那个奶油起司的话，我们可能还会再往里头再加一点点。但是我们
Now at this point we're going to add the dill wheat. You can use fresh one or you can use dry one. Either one is just fine.
因为现在我们就加上这个另外一种佐料叫dill wheat。一种植物，他说你可以用新鲜的，但是你也可以，如果是没有的话，就用这种就是在超市里买的这种，就是 ingredients 这种 spices 就可以。 在超市买这种佐料就可以。你现在这个汤中现在因为有放了这个 dill 在里头，就有点淡淡的那种绿色的奶油。现在因为我们买的不是那个新鲜奶油，所以我们就不可能用那个一个劲的放在火上烧，所以就是放很小很小的火，这样子慢慢炖。
We're going to add the pickles.
最后我们是把这个就酸黄瓜给放在里头。
And we can also add just a little bit of the pickle juice.
再加一点点就是酸黄瓜里的那个腌制酸黄瓜的汤，因为它有点醋。
A little bit of vinegar.
再加一点点
apple cider vinegar.
苹果醋。
Now we're going to keep it on low heat for another 3 minutes or so, just to bring the temperature up a little bit, but not to boil anymore.
现在我们就是把它关小火，大概再烧3分钟，不是让它烧开，而就是让这个温度，因为我们加东西进去，让这温度就是升高一点点，然后大概就是这个样子。现在就是用那个非常小的火，让它能够搅。就是让它这个整个汤的温度能渐渐升高。
You put it in a plate and start eating it. Some people really enjoy adding another 1 or 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar to make the soup really tangy.
一些人在放在碗里的时候，非常喜欢在盘子里再加一点点这个苹果醋，使得这个汤的味道与众不同。
Okay, I think we're done. Tastes good.
所以现在刚才先生又尝了一下，说现在很好，我们现在已经做完了汤。
See you next time.
下次再见。
As I said, some people like a little bit more vinegar in it. I'm one of them. My father was another one. My mother did not.
所以 henrik 说他喜欢放点，就像他说的，他喜欢放点苹果醋在里头。他爸爸也是这样，但是他妈妈就不一样。我也不吃苹果醋在里头。所以你看到你的选择了。
Really good. A wonderful dish when it's raining or as a cold winter night. It warms you from the inside out.
Henrik 说这个汤特别适合在冬天，外面是下雨，然后当你喝下来，就感觉就是从里到外的暖和呀。所以大家也可以在家尝试一下这种非常简单的土豆香肠奶油cheese汤。好，下次再见。